In the Augusta Common, there's a statue of James Oglethorpe. That should be no surprise. He founded the city. And over at the Museum of History, there's a statue of Bobby Jones, who also did his part to put Augusta on the map.
I don't think the golf history of this region would exist without Mr. Jones. I don't think it would ever have happened.
From the Bobby Jones Expressway, it's a short drive to the Augusta National Golf Club, the iconic club Jones helped create. Bobby Jones was from Atlanta, but he selected Augusta as the site for his dream course. One reason: the weather is better than in North Georgia.
Augusta sits about 1,000 feet below Atlanta in terms of altitude above sea level. And so there are very few times in the winter in Augusta where you can't at least get a couple of rounds of golf in.
1930 was a great golfing year for Jones, winning the era's Grand Slam.
He's the only person in history to do it. He won the British Amateur, the British Open, the United States Open, and the United States Amateur, all in the same year.
Earlier that Grand Slam season, he won the Southeastern Open. The event is honored with this historical marker at Forest Hills Golf Club.
Played here and Augusta Country Club. And it's rumored that during the time of that tournament, the 2 rounds were played here at Forest Hills, the other 2 rounds were played over at Augusta Country Club, that's when he saw the property for Augusta National.
A couple of years later, Jones was playing the 14th hole at Augusta Country Club, where he made a hole-in-one. There's a plaque there with his name on it and his partner's. It's still a big deal at Augusta Country Club, but it wasn't something Jones would brag about.
He used to always say a hole-in-one is totally luck. He said if you hit the ball 6 inches from the hole, that's a great shot. If you hit it in the hole, that's just luck.
But Augusta can brag about the course Jones helped design. He was hands-on. And of course, the tournament he co-founded with Clifford Roberts. But the first one was called the Augusta National Invitational because Jones did not want to call it the Masters.
And Cliff Roberts actually went behind his back to the press and said, we should call it the Masters. And Bub would always refer to it privately as the so-called Masters.
But after Arnold Palmer won his second Masters in 1960, Mr. Jones came around and accepted the name.
Bub said, well, I suppose while the term Masters was born of a touch of immodesty, it probably is the appropriate name for it now.
Augusta National and the Masters. We all have Bobby Jones to thank.
He was a turning point in golf history, absolutely. Not just here, but nationally and internationally.
After all these decades, Bobby Jones still stands tall in Augusta.